In this short video, we'll be discussing forest classification. Now, forest classification, it stratifies the risk of rebleeding based on observed stigmata of recent hemorrhage. What this means is that when a patient comes to A&E with an upper GI bleed and he's taken for an emergency endoscopy, or if we send a patient from the outpatient department for an endoscopy because he has symptoms of peptic ulcer disease, when the endoscopist does an endoscopy and the lesion that he sees, that lesion is used, that lesion is graded in this forest classification. And this what the endoscopist uses is he looks at the stigmata of recent hemorrhage, and based on this he gives the grade of the forest classification. Now, what is peculiar to forest classification is that in all other classifications you will notice that it starts from the milder grade, and as the grade progresses it becomes the more severe one. But it is the opposite in forest classification, because grade 1 is active bleeding. Grade 1 is active bleeding in forest classification. Grade 2 is recent hemorrhage, and grade 3 is no signs of hemorrhage. So basically, the more severe grade of bleeding is grade 1 and the less severe is grade 3. So now what do these grades 1, 2 and 3 mean? Grade 1 is active bleeding. Grade 2 is recent hemorrhage. So grade 2 basically means that the patient has stopped bleeding but he has bled recently. In the recent past he has bled. Grade 3 means there is no sign of hemorrhage. Now grade 1, the patient is bleeding actively. Again, the bleeding can be of two types. It can either be active spurting, which is indicative of an arterial bleed, that is 1A, or it can be an ooze, which is typical of a venous origin. So this is 1B. Now, recent hemorrhage, the most severe category in recent hemorrhage is a non-bleeding vessel, but it is visible. So basically, you can see a vessel; it is not bleeding. This is grade 2A. Grade 2B is when you see a clot. This means that he was bleeding in the immediate past, but now he has stopped bleeding and there's a clot. So there's a high chance that when you remove the clot, he'll start bleeding again. And grade 2C means there's a flat pigmented spot. This pigmentation is basically hemosiderin. That is, the hemoglobin breaks down and that will cause pigmentation. So this means that he has bled, but in a few more days before grade 2B. Now grade 3 means that there are no signs of hemorrhage. So it is a clean based ulcer. This patient has not bled. Now grade 1, okay, I'll show this table is from Sabiston, and as is obvious, the less serious ones are the most common ones. So if it is a clean ulcer bled with no signs of bleeding, it is 35%. And as you go in a higher category of forest classification, you will notice that the percentage is less. It is almost the same with the exception of 2A. 2A is an active, 2A is a vessel which is not bleeding, but the vessel is seen. So that is the second highest after a clean ulcer bed. Now, as you would have guessed by now, the higher the grade, the greater is the risk of rebleeding. So the more severe, so 1A, 1B, 2A and 2B, these have the highest bleeding. So basically what is less prevalent has more chances of rebleeding, and what is more prevalent has the least chance of rebleeding. This is forest classification in very brief terms. Now it is easy to remember it. You have to remember, the mnemonic for this, you have to keep two things in mind. First is that the more severe category is grade 1, is the lower grade, and the less severe is the higher grade. Apart from this, if you want to use a mnemonic, you can find the mnemonic ARC helpful, where A is active bleeding, A is active bleeding, R is recent bleeding, C is clean or no bleed. Thank you.